Billy Bob Brown, lessons learned in regards to where you're sitting in CISA.
Yeah, thanks. So one of the biggest lessons recently learned is actually an interagency activity that's focused on kind of national security considerations here in the DC area. Several of our interagency partners, we have been working together alongside our state and local partners in DC, alongside our industry partners who are just trying to help provide capacity for the needed mission critical operations happening whenever a national special security event happens inside of the district. Trying to increase throughput and capacity on the national mall has been a challenge that's required every level of government to weigh in, to participate, to add their voice, and certainly across all of the departments, led by the Department of Interior and the National Park Service, because it's really their property that they have ownership of there in the mall area. Trying to figure out how can we increase throughput. And really, Bill hit it right on the head earlier, and Mike articulated it, very well. That what really was required is design. So RF design, looking at the use of spectrum creatively, and what we saw happen as a result of that work was a consortium of industry partners who all had the same mission critical mindset. The consideration that it's information moving from originator to destination that's going to enable a mission critical operation to save a life. So it's the information getting through. It's not necessarily which network is providing that information, but it's the movement of that information from origination to destination that's going to enable a life-saving activity to occur. That consortium came together on an RF design to increase capacity and throughput, doing some modifications to overcome congestion challenges that we have been observing in the mall for the last 6 years. And as we extrapolate that, to larger, either destructive weather or nation state adversary kinds of considerations, how we take that partnership of all of the interagencies across all levels of government, across all of the industry partners. How do we take that to other high density locations across the United States to try and do the same thing in those critical locations where capacity is limited? What can we do utilizing the advances in technology that 5G are bringing to us right now, certainly with the capability of slicing, and where we're hoping for 6G to take us into the future where we can have some increased security capacities.